Hello, it's me, Kizma, and here we are again with our next video. I think it's recording. I don't see that. Yes, it's recording. Sorry. Anyways, this is the second set of 12 cards for the Whisperer, Whispering Oracle. You help me name it by telling me what you like best from those three, or come up with another idea. I'm really open right now and trusting the universe is going to provide me with the perfect name for this oracle. All right, so I showed you already the first 12 oracle cards that I created for this deck, and now I'm going to show you the second set. And as you recall, in the first video, I work in Trinity, so I'm going to show you 3 cards at a time. So here we go. So I kick this off with well-being. Now I know this wording is really hard to read, and I'm going to try and fix that. I might have to go over in black to bring it up. But there you have it, well-being, a beautiful window with flowers and sunshine, and everything feels very happy and just quiet and peaceful, right? Because that's a sense of well-being. We feel protected, we feel loved, we feel abundance, we feel nurtured, we feel safe. We feel good, we feel good. So that's the first one, followed by the second one, which is Shaman. Shaman is the male counterpart to Priestess, the Priestess card. And I really love this card because I put him in a bunch of flowers, and to me, it's the divine masculine rising up. And the priestess is the divine feminine in us, in human form, right? And the shaman is the divine masculine in human male form. And females think of themselves as shaman, although it was predominantly a traditional male role. Okay, so we blur the lines today because any and everything is acceptable. Although I did choose to go ahead and show a simple connection to the origin of shaman, which is from Mongolia. So I tried to choose and bring in a face that had Asian persuasion, or I don't know what the proper term is, Mongolian persuasion. I'm not trying to be politically incorrect here because I know that's a major taboo these days. I'm just trying to communicate the process behind creating this card. But I do feel that a shaman energy is very masculine and earth-oriented. I tend to think of medicine woman as the counterpart to the shaman card, or in my oracle deck, priestess. And when we begin working with the other world, the key is to feel very protected, to have a guardian, to have a sense of guardianship around us. And I do believe it's the shaman who knows how to call in and provide that sense of guardian protection to a female working with the energies and magic in the other world. I know that sounds really sexist, and I think that might raise some debate in some people, but there is a role and a dual energy in operation on our earth plane. One is masculine and one is feminine, and both of them have very clear, defined roles from an energy standpoint of view. I'm not talking about human behavior or characteristics. I'm talking about energy, masculine energy, feminine energy. And there is a reason why we have the positive and the negative. There is a very definite reason why. And a person who is feeling called and drawn into the mysteries, the mystic, magic, the occult, spirituality, hopefully takes time to delve into that and understand why that balance is absolutely imperative when we take a sacred walk. So here you go. That was the first Trinity. So the next Trinity kicks off with love. Love is an emotion, right? It's a chemical reaction between I'm using male and female. I'm heterosexual, but I don't discount any type of homosexuality at all. So please don't feel offended that I used a male and a female for my love connection card, all right? Because I do feel that those opposite energies are required. And so when two people come together, one holds one side of the energy, the other holds the other side of the energy, and that's why we're drawn together. So that's a cool thing. And accepting that and embracing that and weaving that inside of us with regards to this emotion and this attractive manifestation of energy between two people, I think is a great thing. So anyways, butterflies. The butterflies symbolize the butterflies we feel in our stomach when we do fall in love with someone. This is all about that kind of love. It's about relationship kind of love, okay? And relationship kind of love warns us also about the trickster. There is a trickster in life, and sometimes we do get fooled, don't we? We get fooled by other people. We get fooled by ourselves. We have to pay attention. We have to learn how to pay attention. And often we're told that message is whispered to us, and it's whether we pay heed to it or not. That leads us down the path of full realization or disappointment, and to use a bad term, failure. But okay, we learn lessons. And every step of the way we learn lessons. And closing out that that trinity, here's the thing, is struggle. Not everything in life is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? It's not all rose-colored glasses. It's not all light and love. There are struggles in life. That's called lessons. That's called growth. And we have to be willing to accept them. And sometimes the struggles come from within ourselves, which is why you have the praying hands. And other times we find ourselves caught in external struggles in the form of other people or just chaotic energy that comes into our life. So the important thing is to what? Go within, to always go within, excuse me, to find and to hear and to receive the guidance and the answers. Our next trinity is manifestation. We have the ability to manifest. This is from a painting that some of you may recognize. An 18 by 24 inch painting of mine, mixed media painting, mostly acrylic though. And this is being captured in that wave of energy, the ability to conjure up an idea or an inspiration from within, to formalize it, to speak it, or to vibrate it into our world, taking action and thus manifesting what we want. And here you go. I know I'm looking at the cards instead of you. Sorry, but it helps me to really describe this card. All right. Healing. We had the well-being card. Well, we have to have a healing card because let's face it, there are times in our lives when we are physically unhealthy, mentally unhealthy, emotionally unhealthy, even spiritually unhealthy. It's part of our evolutionary growth process as humans. And so there are times in our life when we do require healing, when we require perhaps assistance from other people. Healing always comes from within. It always starts within and moves out. But there's no harm in receiving, accepting healing energy from other people, or even if that means going to allopathic medicines or holistic medical practitioners, naturopaths, herbalists, energy healers. You know, it's all here for a reason. Not one of it is perfect. Not one of them is complete. And sometimes we have to weave them all together in order to really achieve healing. So don't discount your need for healing when the times arise. Don't deny them. Don't pretend. Don't ignore, because that's where you get into deeper crap. Okay. Courage. It takes courage. It takes courage to take action. It takes courage to heal. It takes courage to accept responsibility. It takes courage to go for it. It takes courage. Now, this is one of my art journal spreads that I did, so it's only a, I think 10 by 10 painting. But the words on it, what if I fail? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? So most of the time, the only thing that holds us back is ourselves, right? And we have to have courage. We have to have courage to go for it, and in the going for it, to trust the process. I really like this card. All right, the final three in this second 12 kicks off with compassion. Compassion is a 20 by 20 painting I did of Snow White and Rose Red. And I think it really depicts that sense of compassion. The older for the younger for the older, helping each other, being a shoulder, being a caretaker, remembering, but there for the grace of God go I. And being willing to provide a sense of compassion without enabling dysfunctional behavior or negative behavior, without hindering a person's growth. Being a compassionate being does not mean making excuses for them. That's a huge lesson for us to learn. Being a compassionate being does not mean interfering with another person's life or making excuses for them. I love this card, compassion. It takes us into compassion, takes us into memory. Now I'm going to share a little bit about why these two cards came back to back for me. Compassion, I learned a big lesson about compassion this year with regards to my own mother. My own mother is a very high-strung woman. She's lovely. A lot of people adore her. As her daughter, for me personally, in my younger years and early adulthood and most of my adulthood, we butted heads. We didn't see eye to eye. We had a lot of struggle between us. And then I got to experience a compassionate moment with her when I saw her this past year for a few weeks. She's 85, so she's dealing with new levels of dementia, of forgetfulness, of the inability to drive, and needing assistance to do her regular routines like house cleaning, making a bed, laundry. And the compassion I began to feel for her, a woman of age. And in that compassion, it helped me remember, it helped me go through my memories of the struggles she and I have gone through. And I found a very quick ability to let go of that phase of our life, and to know that it was all important. It was all an important process of my growth in learning how to be in relationship with someone else, but mostly in relationship with myself. I chose this painting of mine, an abstract painting that when she was here, I actually had her do with me. So when she was staying with me, I actually spent a day with her, having her paint an abstract like this. And this was what she painted. And I had her sign it, Betty Stepanek. I had her sign it, and I asked her if I could keep this and hang this on my wall as a memory of an important time in her elderly age that I got to spend with her, just her and I. And the lesson, the awakening I had, the paradigm shift I had with regards to my relationship with her. So memories are good. Memories can serve us and help us to remember that a difficult relationship doesn't have to continue to be a difficult relationship, but memories are just good in general, right? And to value their memory. Don't try to forget. Remember, because one day that memory may disappear. And ending the second 12 of cards is silence. Moving into that inner state of silence. It's like inner vision, but it's different. Silence is a time when we choose and we discern when not to speak, when to keep silent, when to move into that place of knowing. That's my phone, by the way. Knowing silence is the healthiest way for us to be. So that's what I've shown you here. And I've taken a painting, another painting of mine, which was also collage work, and reworked it into this card. So silence is also when we dream, when we go into the dream time. Yes, our physical body, this physical body, becomes very, very silent, and we take it into a silence as we journey beyond into other dimensions, and sometimes we return with great things from those periods of silence. All right, so there you have it. That's my second set of 12 cards. So in all right now 24 cards. I have others designed, but I'm going to wait until the next set of 12 is completed so that I can return again and show you. I only have 7 cards, 7 other cards painted, so I still have a ways to go. All right, so if you're interested, you know, I will eventually be selling these cards, and I'll be offering a special, limited time special with a special gift, but you have to wait for that. That's not going to be until early 2020. I'm not going to try and rush and get this out before Christmas. No way. That's just too much pressure to put onto myself. But please help me choose the name again, and this will be the last time I'll ask because I don't want to keep hounding you. Whisper Oracle, Whisper Oracle, Whispering Oracle, or come up with another name. All right, thanks a lot. Thank you for joining me. Have a great one. Namaste.